10 years ago. She lived in that old folks' home in Moorside, you know. I used to go on Sundays, sometimes took the kids. I was always so proud of what she did.
Nana was a suffragette, one of the last alive. Nana was a suffragette, over 95, singing Votes for Women is just the beginning. You haven't seen anything yet. Oh, Nana was a suffragette.
The proudest day in Nana's life was when the vote was won. The papers said it's over, but Nan had just begun. Her women's committee went on to organise and challenge the union, the council and their lies.
Nana was a suffragette, one of the last alive. Nana was a suffragette, over 95, singing Votes for Women is just the beginning. You haven't seen anything yet. Oh, Nana was a suffragette.
So thank you. I'm absolutely delighted to have been given the opportunity to take part in the suffrage flag relay, because it's actually given me a chance to think about how things have changed since 1908 and actually how things have changed since 1978. So I was a teenager in the 70s, and any women that are the same age as me will recall what that was like. And actually the expectation in the 70s was still that boys would do a lot better than girls. And it was becoming a bit unfashionable, but it was generally accepted that that's what would happen. And we certainly heard it as girls. And I remember that my dad really did not want that for his daughters. And he would regularly sit me down and explain that no one was to tell me there were things that I wasn't capable of because of my gender. And my dad's confidence gave me a lot of confidence, and when I started work, I was quite happy to say, yeah, I'm female, but you're not going to stop me doing my exams, you're not going to stop me taking on more senior roles, and if I get married, I'm going to continue to work, and I'm going to continue to work when I become a mother. So when I had a daughter of my own, I was ready to give the same motivational speech. And I remember my little daughter had a number of friends over, and they were chattering about what they were going to do when they grew up. So I thought, fantastic, this is my opportunity to give Grandad's message. So I explained to these little girls that no one was to tell them they were not as capable as boys. And you know the soft little faces, those little foreheads, and they all looked at me with a little frown, and they were completely perplexed, because actually no one had ever told them that they weren't as capable because they were girls. And I remember going into the kitchen, I had a cup of tea and a bit of a smile, and thought to myself, this is just fantastic. This is a generation of girls in our society that's grown up thinking that they are completely the same as everyone else, and there's no way that anyone is ever going to tell them any different. So thinking that through, that hasn't happened by chance. I think that generation and my generation has got to thank the people of the suffrage movement, and actually my dad, who heard the message and passed it on to my generation. And in talking to my daughter now, she's an adult now, and she knows she doesn't have to fight for the right to vote, but she is very aware that some people are still disadvantaged. Some people have not had the very lucky start that she's had in life, and there is an inequity of opportunities depending on income, education, and actually some people suffer from addiction, and she wants to change that. And I think the suffrage movement and people that came after them would really be proud that this future generation has picked up that flag, has picked up those beliefs, and they're carrying them forward.